Hello Libra, welcome in. We're going to be doing your December reading today. My name is Crystal if you haven't been here before, and this is Exist in Love Tarot. And if you have, thanks so much for tuning back in. We're going to jump right into it. I already meditated on your energy and a lot was coming through. Definitely a lot around, I was picking up a lot around like two people kind of going through different cycles and just this energy around relationships and communication and like this energy of justice coming in to balance things out. So we just went through a really, really intense year and sending a lot of love to everyone out there. A 9-year, we're in the final month of a 9-year, the final month of a snake year. So you're probably a completely different person than the beginning of the year, more intensely than other years. I've really noticed that for a lot of people. So really honoring you in all your shifts. And if you want to dive deeper into the astrology, I go farther into it down below. I have it linked below, December astrology. But what I will say is we just had Neptune go direct at the 29th degree of Pisces yesterday. Well, when I'm recording this. So that was on December 10th. And today we just had Mercury leave the shadow phase in Scorpio, and now it is moving direct in, well, it's been direct, but now it moved from Scorpio to Sagittarius. So we're fully out of that Mercury retrograde. So we could be feeling a little less restricted as we move forward. And we also recently had Saturn go direct as well. So starting to have some energy movement forward, but we're still definitely deep in that surrender and reflecting phase. So just wanted to know all of these shifts that we're having, and Neptune moving out of Pisces soon. But yeah, that was the last time that we'll ever see Neptune go direct at the 29th degree in Pisces in our lifetime. And this next couple months will be the last time that we ever have Neptune in Pisces. So really a time for reflection and surrender. And yeah, just really taking in all the lessons that we have been faced with over the last 14 years of our lives. And if you think about it too, it takes Neptune, I think it's like 168 years to cycle through the entire zodiac wheel. So that's a lot of energy that's finally being closed out at that very final degree of Pisces, the last zodiac sign of the wheel. So I find it to be a pretty big deal, a pretty huge energetic shift that we've never experienced before in our lifetime. And we're really moving into a whole new timeline. And a lot of us could really notice just like a huge difference in the direction that we're going in. From maybe the beginning of the year or where we thought we were going, or even dreams kind of coming unlocked that we didn't know were truly possible. So just honoring whatever's coming up for everyone and any grief around that, because in order to step into this new timeline that we're collectively all moving into, we really had to close out some major cycles, and it can be painful to release an old version of ourselves when the new version isn't quite steady yet, you know? So I did pull some of my astrology cards as well for you guys, and what wanted to come out was the 4th house related to home and the number 42. And then we have Scorpio, investigation related to the number 8. So the 4th house is it's connected to our lineage, our sense of home. You could have had a major transformation when it comes to what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel secure, what your literal, like where you live could have really transformed, whether it's like renovations from the inside out, literally like in your home, or spiritually speaking, like within yourself. And you could have really done some deep, maybe ancestral healing or generational pattern breaking here. So I'm really interested to see what wants to come out in this reading for you guys. Libra. So let's see what wants to come through here for you. I'm excited. Okay. I'm going to start with my Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck. All right, we have 7 Deadly Sins and Knowledge coming out. Interesting. I think this came out for Virgo, so I don't know if you have Virgo in your chart. You might want to check out that reading. That's really interesting because I shuffled and I haven't done readings in a few days, so very interesting that that's coming out here again. I highly recommend to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as there might be other messages in there for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I saw this card when I was shuffling as well for you. So we have 7 Deadly Sins, Knowledge, Seek Knowledge, and Competition, Summon Courage, and Self-Confidence. So really beautiful energy here. And then we have Peacock, Raise Your Standards. So I'm curious to pull one more card on this competition card, because what is that? Celebration, let go and have fun, potential, think big about your future. So I don't know if you're somebody who's kind of feeling maybe some jealousy or comparison to somebody else, but whether this is someone comparing themselves to you, I really recommend, I often like to say things like, please, the angelic realms, the higher realms, the universe, or whatever archangels I'm working with, or my guides, etc. Please, any energy that is sent my way, whether it is negative or positive, please transform this energy for my best and highest good. Something along those lines. And really just leaning into this idea that you are protected and kind of knowing that in your core that you are energetically protected from lower vibrations like this. Not to say that this is necessarily bad. This could be maybe if, like, whether what side it's on, it doesn't need to be like envy or like terrible energy, but someone could be jealous of you if you're moving up in the world, or this could be coming from you, since we do have like the 7 Deadly Sins, which can be some destructive behavior here. Now, if this is coming from you, what I will say is that try to use, and what I mean, like if you are feeling jealous of somebody else or feeling like you're comparing yourself to somebody else, this happens from time to time. It's nothing to like shame yourself over, but I think it's important to recognize that and look at what it is that, why you are feeling that way, and how can you recognize your own magic and really lean into your own magic rather than putting your energy towards feeling a certain type of way about what someone else is doing. Yeah, and when I clarified, it says let go and have fun and celebration. So I feel like you have a lot of magic going for you. So if somebody else is sending you this energy, I think it's important to not waste your own energy on worrying about it. And if it's coming from you, it's kind of the same message, like don't put your energy there. Put it towards something that is going to help you transmute that and step deeper into your light. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about us. We all have magic to offer the world. We all have our own unique gifts to offer the world. So it doesn't do anyone good if we are feeling envious or jealous of another person. How can we really just shine our brightest and not compare ourselves to other people? Is the message that wants to come through here. And something about, yeah, like really expanding what you think is possible for your life and seeking knowledge, seeking maybe taking some new classes or doing something that's going to, right, put your energy in a good place, and something that is productive or creative, because not being productive isn't like the end all be all, right? But how can you tap into your own creativity or what interests you more? I think is important. So let's see what wants to come through here. I'm also picking up on, for a few of you, I'm picking up, this could also be people in your family life that are trying to keep you in a box or keep you doing the same thing that they've done, and you really transforming that fourth house and stepping into introducing energies that your lineage haven't yet even experienced. And that can be really intimidating at times to people who aren't willing to expand their vision farther than what meets the eye. Does that make sense? If anyone ever has, like, I don't know, comments or want to share anything about their lives, please share down below. I'd love to talk to y'all more. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Okay, so in the past we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Oops. Let's see what this Five of Cups and Eight of Swords is here. Okay, so there's something that you may have had to walk away from. I don't know if this is like a family member or something about your stability with that Queen of Pentacles. Something that has to do with your foundation you had to walk away from. I don't know if this is like a relationship or let's ask. What is this Five of Cups, Eight of Swords energy? Two of Wands. Kind of annoys me when Spirit does this. They like don't show me exactly. They're like, don't even worry about it. This, you guys know what it is. You're just meant to move. Yeah. Okay. Something that caused a lot of inner conflict. This could be a relationship. It could be, they're not showing me exactly what it is because it could be different for all of you, but there was something that had to do with your stability that you really felt trapped by and that you had to walk away from. So again, this could be a marriage, a relationship that you had a lot of inner conflict with, or this could be a family member that made you feel like you had to be smaller than who you actually are. But I feel like you have good people around you, whether this is friends or other family members that are supportive. There are other people around you that want you to move forward in a good direction and that are celebrating you and trying to lift you up beyond this situation, which is really good. It's like you have the support needed to overcome this. And Two of Wands and Three of Wands, it's like you are manifesting a higher timeline, and that's probably why whatever this was about your stability had to fall apart. And the 9-year, the snake year, was all about any foundations that weren't true, that were based in illusions, did come crumbling down this year. So that was like a hard truth to face, right? But ultimately, I think this is really good, and it's moving you in a more authentic direction where you're really, again, manifesting from a place of authenticity and alignment here. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Temperance card. So I get the sense that whatever you walked away from, it's like creating more stability in your life and like less about the external stability and more about the internal stability that you're creating. And there could be harmony returning to a relationship. What is this Two of Cups here? The Medicine Wheel. Okay. Okay, Libra. I was picking this up before I started your reading that maybe something really needed to be cleared away before something could come back into alignment. But I feel like there is balance and harmony returning to a connection, and that Medicine Wheel bringing in healing here. And this also could be representative of like internal healing and union as well. again, you know your story best, but that is without saying, like, if they're, I feel like when we have that external union coming in, there is automatically like an internal healing happening. So I feel like that internal balance and harmony is happening either way. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Lots of sevens. 777 could be significant. We have the Seven of Swords, the Empress card, and the Seven of Cups. So let's look at what this Seven of Swords is. Okay, Three of Swords. Knight of Cups. Anything else? The Chariot and the Hangman. One more, please. Ten of Cups. Okay, let me clarify one more thing. We have the Seven of Cups here too, and I want to know what that's about. King of Wands, Queen of Cups. What is this Empress energy? I think that's you guys, of course. Venus. Venusian energy here, Libra and Taurus. Two of Pentacles. That was too many cards. One more on the Empress, please, and then we will talk about this last part of the reading. Page of Swords. Okay, I feel as though the Empress could be you, or could be someone you're dealing with. You know your story best. Definitely feminine energy, regardless of gender. But I feel like somebody... I don't really get a bad sense with this. I feel like somebody could have snuck away to heal their heart, and they're wanting to come forward again, but they're kind of in between this like movement forward and this stuck energy here to move towards this Ten of Cups. Ultimately, I do think they will be coming forward here. Now, what's stopping this person from moving forward? Five of Swords and the Four of Wands. So I feel like there could have been somebody who was really manipulated in the past, in a past relationship, or really taken advantage of energetically, or even maybe given their power away in a relationship as well. And they really had to do some deep healing work to be able to come forward, because they would have just been, and maybe in the past with this past situation, this could have been with them. Maybe in the past, they projected, if that is the same person, you know your story best, so lock in. But this person could have projected their pain onto you, which could have been like Five of Swords energy, a little emotionally manipulative or mentally manipulative, but I don't think necessarily it was on purpose, but like they just really had to step away from all of this so they could heal and work on themselves here. But either way, I feel like this person might make a comeback once they've really done some healing work. And you do have the Queen of Cups energy. So I feel like you're in this like Empress, Queen of Cups energy, ready to receive. And I feel like you'll have like a lot of offers coming towards you here. We have a King of Wands coming up here and a Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there's a lot going on here. I feel like really what's meant to be right now is to continue to heal your heart and to continue to go beyond what maybe your parents might have done or what has been kind of set in stone for you, and continue to do this like deep healing work on yourself, and continue to invest in yourself if you have any like side projects you enjoy doing, or if you have your own business, like continue to work on yourself and build yourself up and kind of stay in this receiving energy and allow everything else to kind of play out. Just stay in alignment with your frequency and see what aligns with that frequency, instead of trying to like I don't think there's really much you need to do here other than focus on yourself and see how everything unfolds here. And like make good decisions based off of the energetic alignments with others, you know, really trust yourself in making good decisions here. So let's see what else wants to come out here for you to close out the reading. If you ever want a personal reading from me, I have my website linked below where I offer a 45-minute reading. I'm going to add other options there. But I'll also have my email pop up on the screen, existinloveconsulting@gmail.com. If you ever want to email me to set up a reading for like 15 or 25 minutes or 30 minutes, we can always do that as well. I love doing twin flame readings. I love doing just energetic check-ins. It really brings so much to the surface that I think catalyzes a lot of growth and thought. Baby steps. Yeah, and definitely check out that December astrology reading. There's just so much going on, and we're really just all being asked to take those baby steps and really work with the energy of Saturn, the planet of discipline, and really taking the steps to create a real strong, stable foundation here. Baby steps are not for everyone. So I think a big part of this reading too is transforming your thought process around, transforming your thought process around rejection as well, and understanding that we all have our own paths to walk, and that we have to kind of take a step back sometimes to heal codependent patterns or heal these ideas that our worth is dependent on someone else's decisions, because it's not. And when you can really love yourself deeply, and I know it's so cliche to say that, but it really is true, and it makes a huge difference when you can truly tap into a deep sense of self-love. You're less dependent on like anyone else's validation, and then you can start from a healed place with things rather than like a place of fear or a place of needing another to like make you whole. Does that make sense? So really transforming these ideas around rejection, whether that's in family or friendships or relationships. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Really needing to trust yourself here. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Yes, exactly. And isn't it interesting? It's kind of like, okay, she's about to walk through that door, that gateway, and then she's like in the gateway. She's like in the portal. And then we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So I feel like you're really being pushed to go beyond what's going on in the 3D realm right now and really stay in alignment with that 5D alignment and frequency, so that you can really co-create the vibration that you want in the 3D. But that's harder said than done, because you have to do that before it shows up in the 3D. And really trust yourself through that process and stay in alignment with that higher frequency. So on the bottom, we also have I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. So not everyone may agree with this, but I do feel like there is like a divine order to everything, and that the more that we can surrender and trust, the more we kind of tap into something beyond us. That brings us a sense of peace when the 3D doesn't feel so stable. And not from a delusional place, but from a grounded place where you're still taking action in the world and you're still taking steps towards your path, but there is like a deeper sense of trust that there is like an unfoldment taking place here. But you do have to like listen to your intuition and make choices and again, stay in alignment with the frequency that you want to create. So I hope you're able to find a message here today. Thanks so much for tuning in, Libra. And yeah, all the goodies are down there. December astrology, personal readings, and I think that's everything. All right, I hope to see you guys soon. Please stay tuned. And again, always feel free to drop a comment down below. I'd love to get to know you guys more. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.